name is Loretta Baldassar. I'm the Discipline Chair of Anthropology and Sociology, and I'm delighted that you've all come tonight. Thank you very much. This event is co-hosted by the Discipline Group, as well as WASA, and Callum's here to say a few words about WASA. Maybe you can identify some of your committee. I think you've got a few people here.
Yeah, well, we actually just had a new election tonight. So myself, I'm the president of WASA at the moment. We have Graham, which I think he's just popped out. He's the new vice president. If any of the other new committee members could just pop their hand up. There's a few of us in the crowd here, plus a few of our regular members as well. We're the Anthropology and Sociology Students Association, and we kind of have a little room upstairs, and we thought this would be a really good idea, and when Loretta pitched it to us, we thought, let's do it. And so Loretta's helped us out quite a lot for this, and so big thanks to Loretta for helping organise. As well, thank you for everyone on the panel tonight.
Sure. We have a lovely big panel. In fact, at 3 AM I thought there may be just the panel in the room with me, because there's enough of us. But the idea is that we hear from lots of different people about graduate employment opportunities and the like. And it's also an opportunity for students to meet people that are working in different areas, because I think that's really important, extending your networks and so on. And the interest in this idea of talking about graduate employment opportunities is not new. I know Deborah, my colleague, has done something similar in first year in the past. And in fact, Deborah, I've borrowed your question for tonight. Are you wondering if units in anthropology and sociology give you anything to put as dot points on your resume? And I'd like the panel to think in particular about that. I've got some markers up there that we might write up some dot points if they come up as well. The other thing I wanted to say is that there are a number of apologies from my colleagues in the discipline group. In fact, only Deborah and I were able to come tonight. Other people had other things on, and some people are unwell with the flu. So they do send their apologies, and I'm sorry they're not here. But it is something we'd like to try and do more regularly. And I know our head of school, Graham Brown, who's right in the middle of the panel, has talked about maybe doing something school-wide that's like this. And there's even a faculty student representative in the audience. Over here, sorry. What's your role and title?
I am the PSA representative for arts postgraduate students. And there's definitely an interest among PhD students and master students and anyone in my degree by research for this question, and to hear answers to such a question about what we study and what we do, what it possibly leads you outside of academia. And this kind of setting, what you're hosting tonight, is a perfect example of what an initiative that needs to be across the board in the arts faculty in every discipline, really.
So maybe we can talk about, doing something like this more broadly as well. But tonight our panel is especially focused on anthropology and sociology. We've got a group of people who are experts at working in the native title area, broadly defined. We've got a couple of panelists who are going to talk about academic pathways, and then a number of other people who are just in different areas to give you a sense of the opportunities and options out there. But we have also got a microphone and a video recorder. So we're going to, with your permission, record this with the idea that we might edit some snapshots that we might put up on our website, because I know lots of students are interested in coming, but students are very busy, they're working, they're studying, and that might be one way that we can make the most of your time as well in being here tonight. So we can always turn it off if you're particularly camera shy, but I will seek your permission if we do decide to use the bit that you're in. Okay. What else do I want to say? Yes, I want to ask who's in the audience. Can you put your hand up if you're an undergraduate student? Okay, great. So that's about half of us. And if you're an honours student, okay, nice representation. And if you're a postgrad, Great, excellent. Okay, so panel, we've got people from across those areas, but mainly undergrads, which is terrific. It's lovely to have you here. So what I might do now is introduce the panel, and the idea is that each person will speak for about 5 minutes. We'll make it very fluid, so if you have questions, you can interrupt them. But do give a mind to those dot points, because we might write them up if they come out. And you might like to talk about your kind of personal journey if you want to do it that way, or just talk about how your background in anthropology, sociology, or the social sciences in general has prepared you for your particular career paths. So we have, in no particular order, Janet Osborne from the Southwest Aboriginal Land and Sea Council. Thank you very much for being here. Lena McKay, who's an honours student, and she's just recently completed the Working in Native Title Aurora internship. Adele Millard, who is many, many things, including a nearly completed PhD student, as well as a consultant anthropologist. Marnie Tonkin, who's a newish PhD student, and also a consultant anthropologist, and they're the 4 people who can talk to us about native title. So we might begin with you 4 and sort of focus on that for a minute to start with. Many of our students do move into that area for career paths, move into and out of that area, in fact, as is the experience of some of you here. Then we've got Professor Graham Brown, who's the head of School of Social Sciences at UWA. Graham is quite new to UWA, but he has excelled himself in his commitment to working with all discipline groups, and he's been really a wonderful role model, so thank you, Graham, for being here. And Ben Smith, too, is our Associate Dean Postgraduate Studies. Did I get that right, Ben? So Ben's really the most knowledgeable person around for those career paths through to the postgraduate degree, and we also have a new Masters coming online that I will also say a few words about. So that's the academic pathways, and then we have Dr. Erin Tuckwell. Where are you, Erin? Thank you, Erin. Who is Policy Officer, Policy and Innovation, Department of Water. Siaka Toure, who's Principal Performance Analyst, Office of the Auditor General. And Siaka was introduced to us by Farida Foster, our colleague in the department, and she's really sorry she couldn't be here tonight, and it's wonderful to have you. And Lisette Calavold, where are you, Lisette? Okay, who's Program Evaluation Consultant. And in the audience, we've got Sarah Ridwan, who is working at our Bird Museum, and Sarah's got a write-up in the Bird Foundation newspaper about her work there. That's another interesting career path. Chris Haynes, did you make it, Chris? I won't mention Chris. And Sally Robertson, who's one of our newish PhD students, has got a little set of dot points that Anna Wildy sent through. So we'll get you to read those at some point too.